topic of shame is one of the most difficult to really navigate. Because we all experience shame, we all have felt that feeling of I'm not good enough, of I'll never be good enough, I'm a piece of junk type of emotions. When working in healing, what we have found and research has shown, when we can walk through that valley of shame, because it's impossible to totally eliminate it, but when we can learn to walk through that valley of shame and be there as individuals to walk through it with another, that's where healing occurs. Shame is one of the most triggering aspects of addiction relapse, of relationship shutdown, of the anger and fights. Shame comes in two formats: an active shame. Active shame is the one that I first discussed, which we're most familiar with, which is the I'm not good enough, I'm not worth it feeling. But we also transition into our passive shame voices. That passive shame is when we shut down, when we use, when we cope in unhealthy ways, when we blame and withdraw and minimize. And it seems like we get into a big pendulum of swing in our lives between that active I'm not good enough and that shutdown emotion. What the goal is in working through shame, and what our goal is with you, is to teach you and educate in the strategies of how to find that balance, of how to be accountable inside of compassion. And what research has also shown, where shame leads to depression and addiction and other coping mechanisms that drive the shame deeper, inversely, compassion and empathy douse that fire of shame. And we are so grateful that you took a minute to spend with us today.